In April of 2024, I decided to do the most difficult thing I've ever done in my entire life. I signed up for my first ever bodybuilding show. And I ended up looking like this. And to be honest, I can thank anime for that. Growing up as an Asian American, I didn't really feel represented in the town I lived in. I was the only student that looked like me in my classrooms, and I was often made fun of for how I looked like. I was skinny, had chinky eyes, and I was always made fun of. And yes, people did the little slanty eye thing towards me. And it really messed me up. And on one fateful day, you know what anime I'm gonna say, Dragon Ball Z was on the TV. I remember vividly as a kid, it was Goku training on his way to Namek. And I was actually gonna do this last part as a script, but instead, I'm just gonna cut that all off and just speak authentically to the camera. Because anime is very important in my life. And basically after that, I just was so enamored with anime and Japanese anime, or sorry, just Japanese cartoons in general. Specifically shonen, because you know, the typical comic book storyline, I was a skinny kid, made fun of, didn't really have a lot of goals, and just sincerely, just seeing Goku on the screen like paved the way for the rest of my life. I got into working out, I got into wrestling, I did many different sports. Like whenever I see a challenge, I take it head on, even though it might be a losing battle. And I ended up, even though Goku was kind of the first person I saw, Vegeta ended up being my favorite character on the show, because, you know, as talented as Vegeta is, he fights for what he wants. He grinds and grinds and grinds. And I remember in high school when wrestling would get really, really tough, I would just watch him training in the gravity chamber. And I would watch it every single day, and I would get my ass whooped during practice every single day. And yeah, I just get chills thinking about it. And even now, like, my playlist is anime. My gyms are, or sorry, the gym that I work at has a Goku mural in the background, and whenever I train there, I just feel invincible. I feel like I can accomplish anything. You know, if you look at my Instagram, I have a picture of me next to Lars from JoJo, because you know, when you're on the bodybuilding stage, you're basically in your underwear, and I think that's why JoJo is my favorite, because like, you can just be yourself. It's weird, people know it as a weird thing, but you're just yourself. You just got to be yourself. And that's why I took on the challenge to do a bodybuilding show. Like strength sports, you know, it's a measure of strength. It's a display of strength. But bodybuilding, you're up there showing your physique. You're showing the months and months of like dieting, and the months of struggle. And I was going through it. I was really going through it during that bodybuilding prep. And I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm a strength athlete. I lift weights and put stuff above my head. I lift weights to go down and up. But I remember just watching. JoJo's not a like a motivational anime. It's a weird concept anime. It has different parts. Each part has a theme. But the reason why I love JoJo Bizarre Adventure so much is because you can fully express yourself, and it's cool. So yeah, you know, anime has a long-lasting impression on me, and I think I'm gonna really focus on kind of talking about anime, but I'm going off track. But yeah, the training montages in anime, especially during the 2010-2011 era, training in Linkin Park, that is gonna be stuff I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. And like as a child, seeing Goku on the screen was absolutely magnificent. It inspired me to not be ashamed to be who I was, not to be ashamed of looking a little bit more Asian, or looking a little bit different compared to everybody else. Because of course he's an alien from planet Vegeta. So yeah, I'm getting a little emotional. But yeah, I really wanted to be transparent on this last part. Threw away the script that I had. But you know, if anyone can relate to this, you know, comment your story in the bottom of how anime inspired you, or what anime inspired you. I'd love to hear it. I've been getting some subscribers messaging me, so it was awesome. So if you made it this far, again, thank you guys. Subscribe and comment. I'd love to read it. I'll always reply. So thank you.